Well, just getting it to move is a tremendous step up already.
If we weren't using that channel 5, we could put it on there, but see if we can make a 0, if we could change that 0 point on there, then we could get 2 positions.
And I
know one thing we might can try.
And I prefer having straightforward 45 degree and 90 degree for what I'm trying to do with this versus just one position.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just limited by your radio. That's where you need a 9.
I told you why I can't use a 9.
Because of the
they're not compatible with the Pixar. They're working on it. Maybe I bought the 9 from you November of last year, so maybe now they fixed it. But they had a lot of requests and complaints that why it doesn't work. But maybe now somebody in his garage figured it out.
Is it still? Is it still hooked up? Because I don't know why it's not moving.
Yes. Yeah, we got power. There we go.
There we go.
It's going up.
Yeah, I want it to. I want to try something.
There we go. That's better.
It could go up.
Yeah.
If we could change the up, then if we could set that to where that's straight.
Right.
Then it would go farther down.
The starting point would be further forward, which means the bottom would point further down. Yeah.
Because see, then it would go there and then there. Well, it would go. The whole thing would be rotated more. So, but right now we got it. We're having to adjust it.
So that's 150?
125 down just to get to that point. So if we can reposition this shaft will go into here and lock into this somehow.
Okay, well let me. Why is that so touchy sometimes where you can't get, there's sometimes you can't get the actual setting you want.
Yeah. You scroll on the bottom and you click on the top. That's what you should do it. Yeah, I noticed that earlier. Okay, let's travel Ox T. Start at 100. Alright, let's see what we get there. Powered up. pretty
Yep,
straight
that's
to you?
fine, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's got the wide angle lens anyway, so. That's position 1.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let me change this to its max. Oops, not much different than what we had before.
That's all right, if that's all we can get.
Now,
Now it
it's
went back.
changed.
Yeah, it went back just a little bit.
Change sub-trim. Let's see.
That's good. Yeah, those 3. I wanted to show you guys, talk about a fucking nightmare. Finally got this Rctimer gimbal working with my DX8 radio using the auxiliary 2 button. But man, what a fucking headache. I've been able to get in and out of Pixhawk using Mission Planner, no problem. Man, thought I'd learn a different language there, but just to figure this thing out. And one thing I can tell you, you've got 4 rows of pins here. They're vertical. 3, 3, 3, and 3. There's 4 rows. The second row is for the tilt motor, and the bottom pin on the second row is ground. So coming out of the front, ran it to the auxiliary 2 of the Spektrum 8000, and I couldn't figure out why I could not get it even to move a bit. On this Pixhawk, the DSMX is going to the Pixhawk, so there was nothing to tie in to this 8000, so I ended up getting another DSMX and putting it on the bind data port of the 8000. Did the binding process, everything works fine now. So now I've got one DSMX for the gimbal and one DSMX for the Pixhawk. But now everything is working the way it should. Let me hook up the battery and give you a quick little demo. But man, guys, it was a fucking headache. I ended up doing all this wire management with braided lines and came out pretty nice. Now everything's hidden properly, correctly. So there's the wires. Now we've got blue, green, initializing. I guess I should turn my radio on. That'll fucking help, won't it? Should have did that first. Let's see if that may not straighten up. I may have to reset it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it did. So now we are position 2 is actually straight across. So if I hit to position 1, slight tilt. See, I'm position 1. Let me do that back again. I'm going back to position 2. So that'll go straight horizontal. Okay. I'm going to go back to position 1. Okay, now I'm going to go to position 0. And there's position 0. That is the max I could get out of this gimbal. I was trying to get it a lot further down, but I couldn't do it. We couldn't figure it out. I went over to Kirk's shop, and he knows a lot more about Spektrum than I do. But it's fucking complicated unless somebody knows an easier way. But I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that right there. So now I've got 3 positions. That's 1 position, 2 positions, and your regular position. So gives you a little more flexibility if you're doing some filming, different angles, different perspective from the air. But got all my braided lines in now. Everything's all tied in. I had a Y connector down here going to the powering up the gimbal, and then powering the FPV. This cable here is going to the FPV, and I have an extra one if I ever need one. But everything looks good now. So hopefully this helps somebody out. If somebody knows a better way, man, let me know, because this was a fucking headache. Ready to fly and do some filming. Ready to go. Peace.